Hey, yo, welcome back. Episode 4 of the BTA podcast. Today we're going to be discussing the GOAT debate. It's always a classic. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Brian Scalabrine. We're going to be discussing who the greatest player of all time is. And we're all going to start with opening statements. So, Cam, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, well, it's very simple who the GOAT is. When it matters most in the NBA Finals, who did better? Who led their team to victory? Who was 6-0 in the finals and never lost? Compared to LeBron, who was 3-5 in the finals. Not a very good record of the so-called GOAT.
All right, Crip, let's hear from you.
All right, man. LeBron. What do you think of when you say LeBron?
Weiner.
The greatest player of all time, bro. He can do everything at an elite level. He carried squads
Free
of
throws.
bums, of all trash players to the finals multiple times. May not have finished, but it was the journey that counted because MJ wouldn't be able to do that. MJ wouldn't carry J.R. Smith to the finals. I know that for sure.
All right.
And yes, he doesn't have the best finals record,
Is that it?
but he's the GOAT.
Okay. I'm also Team MJ. When you look at stats, when you look at accolades, and then most importantly for me, when I discuss the GOAT, when you look at mentality, I give him all to Michael Jordan. He had this killer instinct, and Kobe's known for it too. But LeBron has never been known to have that killer instinct to win you a game and to will his team to win a game. So now that we've all shared our opening statements, we're going to start with statistics. Then we'll move on to accolades. And then we will try and decipher a GOAT at the end, which will probably be tough to sway. Yes, Crip.
All right. So you said accolades, right?
We're talking about stats first. We'll talk about accolades later. Shut up.
Okay. So career averages.
Yes.
Obviously, Jordan does have that 30, 6.2, and 5.3, right?
Yes.
More average than LeBron with points, but not assists and rebounds. The man, where is it? Right here. 7.9 rebounds and 10.6 assists, averaging a double-double. MJ's not doing that.
Was that this year? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That was this year. My bad. We'll cut that out. Averaging 7.4 in rebounds and assists. That's not as many points
For
as
his
Michael
career.
Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, career. But that is more rebounds and assists, which means he's facilitating more. And LeBron is known as one of the best facilitators.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say to counter that. Obviously, MJ had more points, less assists, and less rebounds. We can all agree that Michael Jordan was the better scorer. Yes? Crip, can you agree to that?
Yes, I agree
Yep.
with that.
And we can all agree LeBron is the better facilitator. Can we agree to that?
Yep.
Yes.
Here's the thing with the rebounding. LeBron averaged one more, but is way bigger and has 2 inches on Michael Jordan. That's why rebounding to me isn't too important when you discuss the GOAT debate. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
I don't know, man.
When
Rebounds
you
win
think of the
games.
GOAT and you're defending LeBron, do you say, well, he's a better rebounder?
Well, he'll get you that rebound.
MJ
know
could get
that.
you that rebound too. That's the mentality. He could will your team to win.
Obviously not if LeBron's averaging more than him.
Okay. Anyways, I want to move on specifically to playoff statistics because I think when you hear some of MJ's numbers, you'll probably just shut up in silence.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look at his first year in the playoffs. He was knocked out in the first round. He averaged 30.
What round?
He was knocked out in the first round. He played 4
Okay,
games.
Yeah. Of course.
He averaged 30. His second year in the playoffs, he only played 3 games, but it was to Larry Bird's Celtics, who are an all-time great team. Guess what he averaged, Crip?
Oh, I know. He had that crazy game.
He averaged 43 points
I get that.
in the
But
playoffs
you see the defense
against one of the
they were playing?
what?
You see that? Have you seen the clips
Shut up!
of them playing on
No,
him?
shut up. That is one of Cam. You're the old head.
Yep.
That is one of the greatest teams of all time. Can I? Is it safe to say
Easily a
top
top
10?
10
Top
team
10,
of all
100%,
time.
right?
Easily.
And a 23-year-old Michael Jordan averaged 43. They had no answer. No answer. I'll quickly read off some other seasons. 35 points per game, 36 points per game, 34 points per game, 36, 31, 34, 35. Every single season, he's above 30 points per game in the playoffs. Okay? I would love to hear LeBron James's playoff stats.
All right, I got it pulled up right now.
All right, let's hear it.
LeBron,
Guy.
2006 playoff. 3 years into his career. Actually, 2. 2005, 2006. He only made it to the second round against Detroit.
Yep.
You know what he averaged?
What do you average?
30.8 points.
Okay.
That's impressive.
Pretty good.
That's comparable to MJ's.
2 years in. Obviously, that's why everyone was saying this.
How
Right?
old is he?
Okay.
Rebounds,
Okay.
8.1 and 5.8 assists.
All right.
MVP numbers in the playoffs. Next year,
As did Michael Jordan.
the same next year, 2006, 2007. Not as many points, 25.1, right? However,
Jordan would
he
never.
averaged more, 8.1 rebounds and 8 assists.
Jordan would never.
How many assists did MJ average in the playoffs?
Actually, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to
In
hear
his
this.
second year.
I think
In
you'll
his
be
second
pleasantly surprised to hear this. Where is it? Okay, you continue. I gotta find this quick.
Sorry?
Go to year 3. Go to year 3 now.
Year 3, 2007, 2008. That's the year he lost Celtics, right?
Oh, sorry, I have it. Can you close your mouth for a second?
Shut up.
What was
Idiot.
LeBron James's assist average in his second year in the playoffs?
Second year, 2006, 2007, 8.
8. That's interesting. Michael Jordan's first year in the playoffs, when by the way he was averaging 30.
Wait, what year was it? What year was it?
1984-85. Would you just listen? Michael Jordan averaged 8.5 assists.
You said second year. I'm talking about second year.
I'm talking about his first year.
All right. Well, how many
Michael
points
Jordan's
he had?
first year, 8.5 assists. More impressive.
How many
Okay?
points that year? How many points?
30.
30.
All right,
38
all
and
right.
6, Crip.
All
In
right.
his first year in the playoffs.
Who would he play?
That series, I don't know who he played. Probably a good-ass team because they were probably like
Oh,
a 7-8
yeah?
seed.
And they got
Oh,
swept.
yeah? Shut up, bum.
Let's go down to what year is this? 1994-95.
Ooh.
In the playoffs, his championship run. So it wasn't just 3 or 4 games. He
From
averaged
Milwaukee.
8.4 assists per game. En route to a championship. Along with 31 points a game, Crip. 31
All right,
points a game.
let's move on to finals now.
Okay.
Finals. First year, he had to play the Spurs. The Dynasty Spurs.
In his first finals?
In his first finals. That team, at the time, would beat that Lakers team. Because that Lakers team was not as good as they were in the 80s, mid-80s, beginning of the 80s.
What Lakers team?
The Lakers team MJ beat.
Oh. Yeah.
What is the
They have,
record? What is the record of that Spurs team?
Green.
What was the record of that Spurs team that he beat?
Search it up for you, big guy.
Okay, cool.
I got it right here.
What
This
is it?
so choppy. 56 and 26.
56 and 26.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty good record. I'm not going to lie to you. So, yeah, you're probably right. They probably are a bit of a better team than
All right.
MJ's first finals.
And I would say MJ's team that he went to the finals with was more talented than LeBron's team he took to the finals that year.
I will give you the fact that LeBron's team with him and Adrianius Ligzalkios was
exactly.
complete trash. Yeah.
That's just
All
not his
right.
name.
So I know you guys will say all day LeBron, MJ 6-0, 6-0. He's a finisher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But MJ would not have been able to do that. Beat a Spurs team almost at the end of their prime.
Okay, here
Actually, in their prime.
you could say that, but that's you can't defend something that isn't facts. You don't know
This
that.
is all hypothetical, man. They're playing two different That's 80s, 90s.
Okay,
We're
yeah.
talking about 2000s, 2010s. This is all hypothetical.
Okay, but
At
you
the end of
also
the day.
you just can't say that Michael Jordan wouldn't have been able to do that because for all we know, maybe he would have swept the Spurs in the finals.
God, no.
Who knows? We
God,
don't. We don't
no.
know.
But this is all hypothetical, so I'm going to bring up the hypothetical of it. Because we're comparing the 80s, 90s to 2000s, 2010s. Two different
Yes.
playing
Okay. Yeah,
styles.
you're all right. There are two different play styles.
All right. Second year of the finals.
Yeah.
They went to the finals. So for MJ, that would be the next year, 92. And this is the 1 year I'd say, all right, LeBron, what the fuck were you doing? Dallas Mavs defeat Miami, 2011.
Yeah.
Who do you get clamped by? I think he got clamped by Jason Terry.
Yeah, he did.
That's
Ooh.
bad, man.
Ooh.
Jason
Yeah, man.
Terry.
The so-called
Oh,
GOAT.
His averages were
stopped.
terrible. What were his averages in
They
that
were
series?
bad. They were
Jason
bad. They were
I
bad.
think he averaged 18
Oh
They were
my!
bad.
against Jason Terry.
Wow.
Michael Jordan would never.
That would never,
Surely,
never happen to that real.
surely
guy.
the GOAT would never let that happen. He
Really.
wouldn't get stopped by
Some
Jason
role player.
Terry,
Yeah.
a
but he
role
lost
player
to-
at best.
He lost to Milwaukee in the first round, didn't he?
Who did?
MJ. The year he lost in the first round
Did
was
Milwaukee?
against Milwaukee.
Did Milwaukee maybe have Kareem?
I don't know what year Kareem played for him.
That argument's trash.
I'm just saying, man. It's a bad year for him. But MJ also had bad years.
Really?
Not
Can
horrible years.
you name an MJ final series where he averaged 18 points
No,
per
I
game?
couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. You're right there. You're right.
Because he averaged 30 and 30 and 30 and
Alright.
30.
Okay. Okay. What stats did Jordan have that year, his second year?
I don't
Well,
know.
obviously better than LeBron. But,
I don't want to go through every year.
All right. Well, I mean, that's how we're gonna compare it.
Well, we went through the playoffs. If we go through the finals every year, that's just annoying.
Well, we're not going through the playoffs every year. I just want to go through finals.
Okay. LeBron with the Heat and he beat the Thunder.
Yeah, 2012, 4-1.
That team was a young team. They didn't have experience.
Yeah.
They had talent, but you can't admit they were a great finals team.
All right. Who did MJ beat this third year? 93 season.
I don't know. Who cares? That's what I'm saying.
That's
That
what
might-
I'm trying to
that might
compare
have
it to,
been-
because you
that
can't
might
just
have
say,
been,
"Oh, they were a young team,"
Okay, just
and say that,
chill
but then
out.
not
Damn.
compare that to
Blazers.
Jordan shoes.
That might have
Okay,
been.
you say
Phil.
chill out, but you don't want to create energy like you've just been saying the last half an hour. Like I'm only getting hyped like this just to create tension. Do you not want
Well, don't say
tension?
that.
I'm gonna cut it out now.
Okay,
I
anyways.
think the team that he played was the Portland Trailblazers.
Cam is
with
correct.
Clyde-
It was the Portland
Clyde Drexler.
Trailblazers.
Mhm.
With Clyde the Glide, and they won in 6.
Not in 5 though.
Cool, LeBron. You also have 3 rings.
Yeah,
He does.
and Dwayne Wade. That brings me to this. I want to talk about this.
Okay,
You
here we
said
go.
that you said LeBron carried bad teams to the final.
I didn't say all his teams are bad. I
Okay,
said he did
okay.
carry
No, I
bad
know.
teams.
But do you know who was on that first 3P team, the starting lineup?
Wait, of the Miami?
No.
No.
You said 3P. You said 3P. Sorry.
3P, Jordan. Do you know who?
Oh, I know
carried?
Rodman wasn't there, but he had Horace Grant, MJ, Scotty.
Yeah, he had. I'll read it to you. There was Michael Jordan, a younger Scottie Pippen,
Still good.
John
Younger,
Paxton, who averaged 7 points a game,
Remember when he won them that game? When he
a
made that shot?
old Bill Cole.
As if LeBron hasn't been won games.
Exactly, but like
Ray
you gotta bring
Allen,
this up.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving. Anyways.
At center was an old Bill Cartwright who averaged 4 points a game. Production from your center, and Horace Grant, who averaged 13. Not a very good finals team to win that championship.
Okay, but like the
seems like Jordan
scoring back
carried
then
him.
was not as much as it is now.
Well,
The scoring average was way lower than it was back then.
That's funny you say that because, yes, the scoring average was lower, but somehow this guy named Michael Jordan
It's because they
managed
shot
to average
less.
Yeah.
They
what?
shot less.
Funny
Huh?
how that works.
I'm trying to find Bill Cartwright's age.
Who
I
cares?
don't think he was an old.
We don't need to be talking
He's
about Bill
old.
Cartwright this much.
Hey, Bill.
He's
Big
not in the
Bill
He came up a
Cartwright.
lot in the doc, bro. Just
Huh?
keep coming up. He came up so many times in the fucking documentary.
Yeah, he's just a weird guy. Anyways.
You think everyone's weird?
Okay. Anyways, back to the finals and back to what we were talking about, not Bill Cartwright. I don't get why the finals is like you're trying to.
What else do you want to fucking talk about?
No,
we can talk about
no,
stats
just
all day.
listen to me. I'm trying to help you out because you're trying to debate about the finals with Michael
Guys, trying to
Jordan.
help me. He's
With
like,
Michael
Yeah,
Jordan has 6 rings
That's
and
not
LeBron
a
has
good
3.
road to go down.
I know, man. But
If
I'm
anything,
trying to
the
prove point,
finals
like-
is not in LeBron's favor. You should be trying to avoid that at all costs.
No, but I'm trying to bring up his averages when he did lose.
Okay, yes, I get
to
the
Michael
point.
Jordan's.
He did have some unwinnable games that even MJ, unwinnable series that even MJ probably couldn't have won. The 2 times he lost to the Warriors with KD, MJ.
Oh,
To
yeah.
be honest,
yeah.
they're not.
Would
Con-
not.
he wouldn't have
Not in
won.
2015.
That's fair.
Maybe
Well-
2016 he would. 2015 he would not have been able to do that well. 2016, I don't think he would have went down 3-1. Maybe
Yeah,
if this was prime. If this was maybe like a bit older one where he wasn't as athletic, maybe
Yeah.
not.
let's move on. Okay, guys, let's move on to accolades. Here's something I would love to talk about is accolades because Michael Jordan actually has some pretty cool accolades if you ask me. 6-time NBA Finals MVP, 6-time NBA champion, 14-time NBA All-Star. Obviously, LeBron has more. LeBron has also played more. 3-time All-Star MVP and 5-time regular season MVP compared to LeBron's 4. Let's be honest. Do you realistically think LeBron James will win another MVP in his career?
He could have won it.
Honestly, he could have won it this year.
He could have won it.
Do
this
you
year.
think he would have won it over Giannis this year? Be
Yes.
honest with me.
I do.
100%.
I do.
100%.
You think LeBron would have won MVP this year?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So okay, fine.
and a Finals MVP this year.
Well, okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
That's
Okay,
We'll say this year
whoever-
LeBron wins
guard.
MVP. He's got 5. Michael Jordan, 10-time scoring champion. Guess how many times LeBron has been the scoring champion, Crip?
I don't know how many. You tell me.
Take a guess for me. Take a guess for me.
A solid, maybe 1 or 2.
One time, Connor. 1 time. Michael Jordan, 10 times. 10
Ooh.
times.
Ooh.
Cool, huh?
I don't know, man. The
Everything
talent
else-
back then was not as good as it was today.
The first team,
Yes,
That's all
But the
comparable.
rules were different. Well,
I know, but there
back
was no
then-
Curry
back
then.
then-
There was no-
back then, hand checking that was allowed. You could literally move a guy in position to where you wanted him.
imagine
It wasn't that
Kawhi.
bad. It
Listen,
was just a
shut up,
hand
shut
on.
up.
Imagine yeah.
Kawhi Leonard with his big ass claws
Claw?
on LeBron's belly. He's playing with them. LeBron becomes his little puppet.
It wasn't like that. They called hand checking back then too when it got bad enough. When he's pushing him like that, they called that.
But-
There's multiple clips of MJ
Oh, just
when he had the ball when they just like barely touched him, and they go, "All right, that's a foul."
here's another thing I would like to mention. There's a game when LeBron was on the Heat and this dude gets carried off the court because it's too hot in the arena.
I haven't seen that.
What do you mean you haven't seen that?
I haven't seen that.
It's too hot in the arena for LeBron James and he's crying. Could you imagine big guys? What's
Hey,
the
pull
guy in
up
the
the clip,
Pistons?
pull up
No,
the clip.
shut up. I'm not done.
Lambeer.
Cam, what's Lambeer? Can you imagine big ass, dumbass Lambeer? Hey, LeBron, boom.
Yeah.
LeBron's getting carried off. He's whining. He's crying. Michael Jordan
Yeah.
had to deal with that.
LeBron would not be able to survive.
LeBron gets too much respect that, and he obviously MJ got obviously a lot of easy fouls too, but that dude got bullied, bro. He got bullied.
Okay, man, but
I
you have
mean-
to understand, it's 2 different times. Like if LeBron was forced to play back then, he would obviously adapt to it. But he knows nowadays if he does all this extra stuff, the flopping and all that, he'll get calls to help his
Oh,
team.
the flopping. Don't get me started on that.
He probably
The
gets
one-
called every time when he flops, and obviously he's gonna take advantage of it. He's not being just to be a pussy.
Well,
Look how big he is. He's not scared of any of them. I'm sure.
You've
Ernest
seen the
Cantor
clip,
gets up to his
right?
face,
Where his
he gets
hand hits him in the
scared.
face and he flops.
What?
You've seen the clip where LeBron's own hand hits him in the face and then he
Yeah,
flops.
yeah. But he does it to get the call, and I'm pretty sure he got the call that one.
Yeah, but he's
He,
also
like,
known as a laughing stock for
Look
that.
how strong LeBron is. Look at any
Yeah.
photo of him.
Yeah.
He
Wow,
would be able to
he's
survive
pretty
back
strong.
then.
He's really
he
strong.
would survive against Isaiah Thomas and all that people.
Okay.
LeBron would be able to survive back then. I don't think that's a fair argument. Because that's hypothetical. Like, I'm sure nowadays it's all about trying to get the call for an advantage. Because you can get away with that. Back then you couldn't.
Okay.
So if LeBron played back then, he would adapt and he would dominate. And it'd be better because I'm sure he'd probably be way dirtier than he is now. Just with his strength,
No.
he'd be way dirtier.
LeBron's not mean enough to do that. Jordan's mean.
It's
Jordan's
in
an
the
asshole.
2000s.
Jordan's mean. LeBron couldn't
Just
do that.
LeBron. Yeah, I don't know.
But you know why Jordan's mean? He's mean because of all the shit he had to go through to get to where he was. He even said that in the documentary. The Pistons and all those teams that would harass him, the Jordan rules, that's what made him tough and mean to all his teammates. If
Exactly.
LeBron went through that, he would be the exact same mentality.
I don't know about
Exactly.
that one. I don't know about
no.
that
You
one.
cannot say
I
that.
don't think.
You cannot say that.
Yes, obviously that contributed, but I don't think like a mentality like that is built over time.
You can't develop it. You're born
Yeah,
with
he
it.
just has it. He just
You
has it,
can't.
dude.
Yeah.
He just has it.
Him,
Jordan even
Kobe,
said that.
you can't train that.
Okay, that's not what we're talking about. We understand the killer mentality. There's a difference between killer mentality and harassing teammates and being tough. He obviously always had the killer mentality, but his first 4 years in the league, he wasn't like he was when he was in the 96.
That's because he's a rookie. He had to
97.
earn his stripes.
Exactly.
Ain't no rookie coming in the
But
league
it was
and just
tougher back then to get your stripes because everyone was a fucking asshole to you. And he had to deal with his teammates. Even with, like, he wanted to stay clean, which is totally respectable as a player. But he
that did not
had to go
stay
through
true.
a lot of shit that if LeBron went through the same thing, he would have the same exact mentality.
Ooh. We'll just agree to disagree on the mentality because I just
But you can't tell me if LeBron went through the Detroit Pistons and all those asshole of the teams that just push you and not even play basketball, LeBron would not develop a mentality.
For all
Yeah,
we know,
of
listen, for all we know, if LeBron goes through all that, he turns into Tony Kukoc and he's just scared.
Yeah.
I
And
know, but
Jordan
like-
had
like
it
you're
before he went through that too.
It takes something to go through all that and I don't know.
You're making unfair comparisons though. Like that's hypothetical just as much hypothetical as I was saying.
Okay,
Like,
right.
You can't compare mentalities like that.
We'll just agree to disagree, but you're wrong. And Michael
I am
Jordan
wrong.
had a better,
I am wrong.
And Michael Jordan
I
had
am
a better
wrong.
mentality.
I need to get someone in here that also is a LeBron fan, so it's a 2v2.
Yeah, that's just okay. Young school, new school boy.
But man, like this whole conversation's hypothetical.
Yes, obviously it's hypothetical. The whole GOAT debate is hypothetical, but I just think accolade wise, statistics wise, there's more to show that MJ had the better career and is the greatest of all time.
He did have a better career, obviously.
Yes.
He did.
Okay, here we
obviously have
go.
a way better career.
Okay, no. Listen,
Then
Let's-
what are we arguing about?
Cripps now comparing basketball, so let's do that. Scoring, who's better?
Jordan.
Michael
LeBron
Jordan.
has more points than Jordan.
Okay, he's also played a lot longer. He didn't retire in the middle of his prime as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so scoring is Michael Jordan.
Not my fault.
Assists. LeBron is a better passer.
That's LeBron. Yeah.
Rebounding. LeBron.
LeBron. 2-1.
Defense.
MJ.
Michael
Yep.
Jordan.
2-2.
We're all knotted up.
Yeah.
Unless you can think of any more categories for me. Shooting, I guess.
Clutchness.
Clutch, Michael Jordan. Shooting, probably.
LeBron. 1 second.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna try and say LeBron is more clutch than MJ.
He does. He has no clutch shots, doesn't he?
Oh, man.
LeBron James?
I have a question. In that 2016 final, why was it Kyrie taking a shot? Why was it not
Yes,
LeBron?
I love this.
Why was it not LeBron? He should have wanted the ball.
Do you know what time-
I know damn well Jordan would not let anybody
that's
else
Michael
take that
Jordan,
shot.
Get out my way. This is
Yeah,
mine. This is my
Exactly.
shot.
Exactly. So why did
What
LeBron
season?
take that?
He let Steve Kerr shoot the last shot.
Because he's getting doubled.
He was getting double. Yeah.
Yeah, but LeBron would have been doubled. He was doubled every time he drove. So why not? And plus, it wasn't the final shot. Do you understand that? If Kyrie missed that, I 100% guarantee you LeBron would have took the last shot. 'Cause
But
they
but
would
down
have
the stretch,
Yeah, you can't.
Michael Jordan, like the ball's in his hands.
the last 3 possessions, LeBron had it, and he was getting tripled in the paint.
In the final 2 minutes of every offensive possession, nobody else touches the ball but Mike.
I don't know about that.
Nobody.
If you want to,
No, I do know
Unless he's getting
because
doubled.
Scottie Pippen
Exactly.
and Dennis. No, shut up, Crip. Shut up. Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman both said, when it's crunch time, get out of his way.
Yeah, get to the corner.
Get out of the way. I feel like you don't see that as much from LeBron.
He
I'm
doesn't
not
have
saying
that
he hasn't had
takeover
clutch
mentality.
moments. He's had clutch moments.
Yeah.
But when you talk about willing your team in the final 2 minutes of a game, in a clutch game, it's Michael Jordan.
LeBron tried. He tried against the Spurs.
He
And he
certainly
missed.
tried.
And
Certainly
then Ray
tried.
Allen
Yeah, but how
saved
many
them.
scored in that 4th quarter to bring him back?
I don't know. You can find that if you
And
want.
then, okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he dropped like 20.
You're right.
in that
You're
last
right.
one to bring him back.
And then Ray Allen saved him, right?
Yeah.
So then the same thing.
Steve Kerr saved
No,
him.
that's what I was just relax. Just chill out, bro.
Hey,
I
I'm
was just
chill,
going
I'm
to say the
chill,
same
I'm
thing.
chill, I'm chill.
Michael Jordan went off in the 4th quarter as well. And then Steve Kerr saved him. Okay?
Just like ass.
So those cancel out is what I'm trying
And it's also a little different though. Jordan got the assist off that play. He set up that play. LeBron
Yeah.
missed the shot. If Bosch never
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
it up,
exactly.
It's
So
over.
see, the ball
He's
was
over.
in Michael Jordan's hands.
he
He
made the right
he
play.
was the decision maker, and he passed it to Steve Kerr. LeBron didn't pass it to Kyrie. Kyrie said,
He
"Come
did.
here."
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I'm sure maybe
Oh,
he did.
maybe
Shut
maybe
up,
a
bro.
half.
Shut up. And
No,
then
but you
Kyrie
gotta
did
understand-
30 dribbles. He didn't set him up for a
Hey,
wide
and
open
he
shot.
got it, bro.
Got a screen,
Yo.
got Clay off him, and hit the step
That
back.
was the right move. But here's the thing. That was a great coaching thing by LeBron.
Um,
LeBron, you can watch the footage. LeBron was triple, doubled, everything every time he drove the
Triple
last
double.
2 minutes.
Damn, you got 5 guys.
GOAT stands for
Basically,
greatest. GOAT stands for greatest player of all time, not coach. Doesn't matter if he's a good coach.
what do you mean, coach?
You just mentioned
Michael
a
Jordan
coach.
passed to
You
Steve
said he's a
Kerr.
good coach.
I
You
know,
said
I know,
the
but like
coach did.
Jordan's made some plays where, I don't think that's what Cam just said makes any sense. Michael Jordan made the right play to pass it to Kerr. That's a
But he had the ball in his hands.
Yeah,
okay.
Is
which
what we're
led to a
saying.
wide open shot too.
That's
Kerr
a
was
player's.
wide
That's a
open.
player's decision.
Okay.
Yeah, Kerr was wide open. Kyrie had to create his own.
LeBron didn't get the ball and was like, "I'm going to shoot this, and if I get double, I'm going to pass it." He just said, "You know what, Kyrie?
That
Let
that could
you
have
have a shot.
could have
You
been
could have a
JR,
shot,
that could-
sure."
Okay,
Could've
you
been
gotta
Kevin
understand
Love.
though. He had a way better chance of giving it to Kyrie than him driving it and getting Draymond kicking him in the fucking ball.
Why wouldn't he shoot it? Why can't he?
Because they had another chance after that. So if Kyrie missed,
Dude.
LeBron would have had the ball. I know that's hypothetical as fuck, but I don't know what to tell you. Like, yes, what I'm trying to say is LeBron tried on the whole team of Golden State. The whole roster was basically coming at him, giving him doubles all
As
game
if,
and that.
but Michael
And he
Jordan
still
had a whole
dropped,
roster
like,
coming at him
30
too.
something.
Michael Jordan had a whole roster coming at too.
Most of the time, he's one-on-one taking post fades.
As if
I will-
LeBron's not always one-on-one taking post fades.
Yeah, but every time he drives, everyone's collapsing. And that's why he has
That's what
more
Michael
assists
Jordan
because
does
he
too.
just-
Whenever Michael Jordan drives, the paint gets clogged, dude.
Obviously.
Then he
Not as
kicked
much
out
as it
to
was
Steve
that
Kerr.
game against LeBron.
Okay, well,
But I'm saying it was the smart move of LeBron to give it to Kyrie because Kyrie is an elite
That
player.
okay, you can't say it was a smart move of LeBron. That could have been anybody to make that pass. It could have been Smith. It could have been Kevin Love.
Wait, what?
Saying
Channing
LeBron,
Frye could have
it
been.
could have
the
been
one
anybody.
that
That pass wasn't important.
Wait,
I'm saying like the Steve Kerr pass to Steve Kerr. That was good. That was important. That could have been anybody to make that play. If Dennis Rodman drives, they're not going to double Dennis Rodman. They had to double Jordan. You know.
yeah, but no, what I'm trying to say is like he gave it to Kyrie because Kyrie is the second best on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this kind of sounds pathetic, but he was giving him his shot.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Kyrie's clutch, bro.
LeBron's a really nice
And it's
guy for
smart.
giving Kyrie
He
a
is
shot.
a nice guy.
Thanks,
Is-
LeBron.
is
He
You're a
built a
nice
school
dude.
for a bunch of kids, bro. That's awesome. of him.
Is LeBron not clutch? Is that what you're saying? Kyrie
LeBron's
is
clutch.
LeBron's not.
LeBron's clutch.
Then why didn't you
Mentioned
take
this
the shot?
earlier.
Clutch shot. I know the game had no significance, but it's against the Wizards. If you could tell me MJ can make that shot, When he did
Wasn't
the
that a-
turnaround
Wasn't
out
that
of
a
bounds.
season game?
That was a nice
It
shot,
was.
but it
That's
was
why I just
kind of
said no
meaningless
significance.
too.
That's what I
Yeah,
just said.
so who cares?
It was a fucking crazy
Yeah,
shot. I
but
remember watching
if
that.
they lose the game, oh, so what?
Oh, so what?
Nothing
We lost a
happens.
season game.
Yeah.
There's
Still
Oh,
a
nothing
best-
riding on
you're
it
still
at
gonna
all.
get first in the East. That doesn't matter.
Maybe it was.
Oh my God.
You don't know. You got the stats to prove it.
I talked about this earlier. What is LeBron James' shot?
Good point.
I would love for you to
Yeah.
mention to me LeBron James' shot.
Every great player's got their shot.
Let me dwiddle on this for a bit.
Dwiddle.
Is dwiddle a word?
Probably not.
Yeah,
It's
what
a
shot,
crud.
Crip?
It's
British
a
people
crud.
say that. Okay.
Against the Spurs when they're up by 90 to 88, drives in, pulls up, top of the key.
What game?
Game 7.
Game 7? Okay.
Hmm. That's
You want me
weird.
to
I don't
censor it?
recall that shot. It's not
Yeah.
that iconic.
How much time was left?
20. Like, let me see. I had it up. 20 seconds left.
20 seconds.
Okay, man. If you're gonna play with the fucking time, I'm sure LeBron can't control time.
Yeah,
Oh,
but notice, Crip, how you had to look up that shot.
No, there's so many. I just
Uh-huh.
oh.
Kyrie Irving.
So many.
What's
Name another
Kyrie
one.
Irving's shot, Crip?
love that shot. I got it up on a poster in my room. 'Cause
Oh.
Kyrie's my favorite player.
Yeah. What's Michael Jordan's shot,
Let me
Crip?
recreate it. It's the pull up. It's the push off.
I don't know if you remember this, but what's Kobe Bryant's shot?
I don't know who they're versing. I forget.
I would say it's the one against Phoenix.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. The little mid-range jumper.
Yeah, was it Phoenix?
Yeah.
All right.
What's LeBron James' shot?
Game 7?
The one.
Well, you
Against
said that,
Spurs.
there were so many. Can you just rattle off a few?
Yeah.
Oh, he has a lot of clutch shots, but I won't say they're all significant.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
isn't that kind
I'll
of
admit his block will always be memorable.
that is known as the block.
Great play.
I'll give him that.
Great play.
But when his team needed a bucket, when his team needs a bucket, I don't know if you can 100% count on the guy.
Hey, maybe that's true. But there
Yeah.
is times where LeBron, maybe it wasn't Game 7, 2 seconds left in the fucking playoffs, but he has clutched up.
Oh yeah.
And it maybe wasn't the final shot. Maybe it was the third quarter, fourth quarter, where he brought his team back.
But can you agree? If you can't
Jordan's
agree
more
this,
clutch than LeBron.
huh?
Jordan is more clutch than LeBron.
Thank you.
Mhm.
He has more clutch
Thank you.
shots, which helps him. But there has been times where LeBron has hit some crazy fucking clutch shots
Yes.
that I couldn't fan him.
I will say LeBron, he did have a great playoff game. I think he had like 40 that game 7 too. So
Yeah.
he didn't play bad. He just didn't really take over in the final.
He's just the second
Offensive
best
possession.
of all time.
Yeah.
There's
Let's
things
hear.
like
Let's wrap this up. Can you give some points as to why LeBron is the GOAT briefly?
here's my thing. I have this going in. I've said this to you guys multiple times.
Yes.
I
Okay.
have a hard time comparing the two. And I appreciate both players completely, Michael Jordan and
Of course, as everyone
'Cause-
should.
LeBron. Yeah. I have a hard time even now saying LeBron's the GOAT because I've seen so many times, even in that documentary, I was convinced multiple times, wow, Michael Jordan, you are fucking insane. And I've seen times with LeBron where I've watched his games live, even like 4 years ago, where I go, wow, LeBron, that is crazy that you just did that. So, if you want to say Jordan's the GOAT because he played with the greatest team, which I appreciate, that was a great fucking team.
Not for the first half, but yeah.
No, yeah, but like the repeat,
Yep.
I would say that's the greatest team of all time. Either maybe 96, 97, or 98. I will give that to Jordan, obviously.
Yeah.
And I could appreciate that he played with the greatest roster of all time, and he dominated with that roster and that team, which was a great team. But
My
LeBron
final-
is... Sorry?
No, you go. You finish your final thoughts.
But LeBron has such... It's not him finishing, it's more him carrying...
Bro,
Continue.
keep going.
Your house good?
Keep going.
Yeah,
Keep
I just
going.
spilled my water.
It's
Don't
more
cut
like
that out. Don't cut that out.
Stupid cat.
the independent things LeBron has done with the bum teams and with his good teams. Maybe it's not hitting the clutch shot. Maybe it's bringing his team back mentally and physically by dropping 20 in the third, bringing that team back to have a chance. So, if you want to say Jordan's the GOAT for that, I'll give it to him. But I have a hard time picking one of the two. That's why I always go with LeBron, because I grew up with LeBron. And I've seen more of LeBron than of MJ. So, I'm not going to put a final word on it, but that's all I have to say.
Cam, final thoughts.
I mean, it's just known. Everybody. My mom doesn't know a lot about basketball, but yeah, if you ask her, who's the GOAT? MJ. Everybody knows MJ is the GOAT. He is the greatest basketball player of all time. It's that simple.
I will never be swayed to think that LeBron James is the GOAT. For all we know, someone down the road maybe will convince me that he's the GOAT. I think we can all agree, and all basketball fans can agree, LeBron James is the GOAT of the 2010s, and Michael Jordan's the GOAT of the 80s and 90s. At the end of the day, obviously this got quite hostile. We just need to appreciate greatness.